Okay, we are back to another stream of Dark Souls. Hello, hello. Last time we had defeated our first Lord Soul. With that being Seath the Scaleless, we ascended the Duke's Archives, bought a bunch of spells I can't use because I'm not a sorcerer, and saw Logan go crazy. So now we also went through the catacombs and took care of Pinwheel. And now we have the right to ascend our kindling to 20 Estus flasks if we wanted to. But I'm going to save that for a bit more dire situations. Plus I'm kind of low on humanities, so... Excuse me. Deepest, darkest, soulless place known to man. Yeah, the Abyss. But also referring to the Tomb of the Giants, because it's dark as hell down there too. Before we go down, though, I wanted to take care of something I kind of glossed over at the start of our playthrough. I go Bandolander from the chat off screen just to make sure it's easier for YouTube. I did no such thing. Don't be silly. Also off stream, I will say I went and got myself one extra Titanite chunk, and we have maxed out our Great Scythe, so... We are now at our strongest, weapon-wise. It would say that you cheated if she hadn't been blocked by Google bots of wrath. Nah. It's fine, it's fine. Anyway, ready for the real fight, Havel? Okay, he still hurts. But he's also made of tissue paper. Now we have Havel's ring. We'll come here much later. Dark Souls health bar will be burned into Argo's TV. Thank you. Burned into Argo's TV by the time we get to Erdtree, if it hasn't already. I mean, definitely burned into my mind, if anything. You seem to be doing alright. Need anything forged? Give me more titanite.
Don't get yourself not.
Would it be weird if they announced yet another Dark Souls game related thing at the Game Awards for 2025 after Erdtree and Night Rain the years prior? I mean, they technically did. I will explain why they did later in the stream. Alright, we're just gonna keep that at 10 for now. Oh, this guy looks familiar.
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something? No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now. I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind. There, that hole. Take a closer look. Where's the issue? What's your problem? Take a peep in the hole and check out that treasure. Where's the take?
Well, if you say so. That looks pretty far. I don't know how to get down there. Oh, God.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Can't believe I fell for that. It would be really embarrassing if that happened to me, I don't know, 5 times over the course of a series. Am I right? That's Patches, by the way. If we don't remember from Elden Ring. This was his second introduction. Oh, hey, it's you.
No hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are two fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
The Game Awards announced new Dark Souls thing 3 years in a row. I mean, technically they've done this. If we're talking primarily FromSoft, not necessarily at the Game Awards, but in the last 3 years now, they've released Elden Ring 2022, Armored Core 2023, and Lies of P as well, though not FromSoft, NeoWiz. Shadow of the Erdtree this summer, and now we're getting Night Rain next year. So they've been cooking these last few years.
Oh no, Hank, please be careful. There are two fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
Now, let me just see, what's the big deal? It's like, oh. Well. Hey, I killed him.
You banished those two hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much.
I probably wouldn't reuse that one, not because I'm like above it, but it was actually kind of a pain in the ass to get it done, because I learned real quick that the animation, this is something I forgot, you know, standard animation for television is 30 frames, not 24. So when I initially made the animation trying to match the timing with the audio, like I was matching each frame, but then turns out that the frame rate was off, so I had to readjust it. And then for some reason when I went to export it, it was still off frame rate wise. So the video you saw is actually sped up a little bit to match the audio that time. So for the sake of any more memes, I'll probably come up with something different in regards to news and announcements about future FromSoft titles. I love Dark Souls, Charlie. I love Dark Souls. Pim, I would suggest you scream that at the top of your lungs. You.
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
Oh, I can't stay mad at you.
Oh, brilliant. A second chance. Wonderful. I had a feeling you'd understand. I did. But, if I were in your shoes, who knows what I'd have done. But now we're friends again. Eh? I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me.
Alright. If you say so. Trusty patches. And before we move on, I'm gonna attempt this area. It's a real pain in the ass to get through. Mainly because there's like 20 giant skeletons here. But they go down in one hit, so if I'm quick enough... Alright. That was easy. Ow. There we go. Oh, there for a large divine ember. This is kind of what I mean when some of these areas were an uphill battle to get certain weapons for trophy hunting. Now we gotta descend deeper. I just did the funny gif. Oh, I hear the Black Knight approaching. Oh, hello. Oh my god. Oh, that was close. Ow. How is a skeleton monster panting? That's what I want to know. FFG shield. Get back! How do I get down? I like trying to remember where I can fall and where I can't, because it's super dark in here. Don't that look familiar? No. No healing for you, Paladin Leroy. By the way, if you recall, when we placed the Lord Vessel down, that big old beam and those orange fog gates, this was one of them. So if you didn't put down the Lord Vessel, you would have had to walk all the way back up there if you don't have like a homeward bone, and then try to climb your way out of the Tomb of the Giants. And we have a bunch of pinwheel clones and little baby skeletons. It's so funny looking. Roar. Look, they do a little dance together. Poke. Holy shit, a triple. Oh, you can farm humanity from them. Ah! Little baby skeletons. White Titanite. I think they have the same human death animation, but they got little tiny proportions to it. I gotta be careful though, because they give toxin if they hurt you, so best to just keep moving. Oh, they show up here too? I thought they only show up in the water. Anyway. Time to jump down. I think they peaked with Nito when it comes to skeleton boss designs. Want to make a giant skeleton cool? Staple a bunch of tiny skeletons around him. One downside is he's not particularly a tough boss. This is really the only tough part about him. And he's dead. Victory achieved, Lord Soul. We actually could have come here sooner if we joined the Gravelord Covenant. Just gonna try to level up a little bit more. Okay, before we warp, let me just go ahead and wanted to read. See, it's so weird because it's called Lord Soul for Nito, but it's bequeathed Lord Soul Shard for Seath. Anyway, Soul of Gravelord Leto, first of the dead. This Lord Soul was discovered at the dawn of the Age of Fire. Gravelord Nito administered the death of all manner of beings. The power of this soul is so great that it satiates the Lord Vessel, despite the fact that much of its energy has already been offered to death. Alright, now we even go deeper to Lost Izalith. We might... that was only 30... We're only at the 30-minute mark. We might have to go longer tonight. Or not longer, but we might start the DLC tonight. So if you recall, we fought the ceaseless discharge, gross name I know, earlier just to clear them out, and now we can go down here, where this was once mostly lava. It's now only kind of lava. And there are like items over there that we can collect, but the problem is that lava, we can walk on it, but the second we touch it, our feet melt off and we die instantly, so can't do that right now. Hello. Damn it. Damn it. Ow. I don't want to go down there just yet. Oh dear. It's Kirk! Right now he's dead. Now we got a shield. Ow, that hurt. Ew, look at that ugly thing. Hope that thing doesn't move. Speaking of other ugly things. Sorry, I just got a little curious. Fun fact about this shield, it improves our stamina. Just having it out. Ow. I was kind of hoping I would be able to run through him. Oh dear. Okay, for only doing like 2 points of damage, that sure lasted way longer than intended. Damn it. Oh god. No! I fell to my death. I was doing so well. Damn it. Okay, well, now we gotta run all the way down there again. That hurt. Ow. Get out of here. Double kill. Large flame ember now. Didn't even react. Right, so the reason we dropped 30 humanity to the fair lady is because not only does it give us 2 pretty strong pyromancies, ooh, every time. But the Covenant allows us to be at this door. Or should I say, open this door. This gives us a shortcut right into Lost Izalith. And kill this specific bug. Even though there's several more throughout this area. Damn it. Whatever. Alright. Instead of going through the shortcut, we gotta go through 2 more bosses. And you know what makes it the place fun? How about a repeat of the first boss for the 3rd time? Ow. But he's on fire this time. You could take a shortcut. Oh, so he does scary bomb magic. Ow. Come on. You're dead. That was weird. That one didn't play the noise either. Well, now we got the Demon Catalyst for magic. Excuse me. Heavens. And now we have this shortcut activated. We couldn't activate, even though the platform was right here the entire time, we couldn't activate it until later. You again?
There's nothing to except you.
You shall feel my wrath. And before we go back down, there's some store I want to show here. Ow. Hello.
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you. Let us begin. The Witch of Isolith. Please, do not speak of her. I abandoned my mother and sisters, and fled to this land. Now I roam these parts, feigning ablution, and pretending to seek answers. Pyromancy is the art of invoking and manipulating, but remember one thing, always fear the flame. I would hate... No luck. Well, young pupil, but do not keep me waiting. Ah, I applaud your diligence. But what have you brought for me? Pyromancy, but remember, I would hate... Now go. Whatever
Now
you do
go.
waste my time. Ah, Pyromancy, but I would... Pyromancy is...
Okay, I thought you would have... I forget what you have to do to get her to talk about more about the Witch of Isolith. But it's fine. I think you might have to buy more of her spells to open up, but I don't want to do that right now. to the demon ruins. By the way, it just reminded me, Dean, because you could take a shortcut. It's from Rocket Power. And my friends and I watched a bunch. Like, somebody just uploaded a whole like recording of like Nickelodeon. Back in the 90s, early 2000s. Even had like old commercials in between and everything. You just find that on YouTube if you search hard enough. And we watched an episode, like a Christmas episode of Rugrats and Rocket Power, and then I think a Christmas special of all that. But I think the what's it called? That Rugrats episode was the one where like Angelica was being greedy about toys and like tricking Phil and Lil to give them presents to her, but then she like learned about the concept of getting coal for Christmas. I think that was actually my first time I ever heard about getting coal as for being a naughty kid when I was little. And of course it was Santa, voiced by Tony J, to do it. Phil got a Reptar space helmet, Lil got a coloring book. And Angelica gets nothing but coal, coal, coal. I think what was funny is at the end she still got like a Malibu. I almost said Malibu Stacy, but that's Rugrats, not Rugrats. That's Simpsons. Rugrats is Cynthia. Oh, man. Centipede demon. Well, now I gotta wait 5 whole years for this thing to come over here. If he's just gonna keep doing that, though. Ow. Damn it. Oh dear. Where'd he go? Ah! Well, that was a fun boss. So, speaking of Night Rain, one of the first bosses that was introduced in the trailer was actually the centipede demon itself that you just saw. They will be reusing older bosses, not just for their baseline rigs and animations, like they did with the Stray Demon and the Capra Demon for the Erdtree avatars and the Omen Killer, but instead just bringing back older bosses seem just right out of the games. You've seen 3 bosses from the Dark Souls trilogy show up. And the first one we saw was the Demon Centipede. If you go back and watch the trailer where the first Tarnished character I forget what his name is. Wilder? The guy with a crossbow on his arm. As he's winding that up, he causes a big explosion into the centipede demon himself, so it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. If they're gonna retune its moves to be a bit more interesting, because apparently it does have a lot of moves. The problem is trying to fight that thing. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Ugh, sorry. Had a burp stuck in my throat. The problem with fighting the demon centipede is the fact that you have to fight it on this tiny island, or try to face it on the lava, and the lava burns you to a crisp, instantly to a crisp, unless you have this ring, which reduces lava damage. See? Also, I'm almost certain this door seems familiar. But hey, it's Solaire, it's our bud. How you doing, man?
Why? Why? After all this searching, I still cannot find it. Why? After all...
He's looking a little down in the dumps. We should let him be. Also, I hope this screen isn't hurting anyone's eyes. It's kind of making me wince a little with how the lava looks. Anyway, here's Lost Izalith, and home to a bunch of dragon butts. Ow. Well, that was easy. Yeah, Lost Izalith was like the last minute addition to the game, so everything just feels very which is why you see, despite being the home of the demons, it all just has undead dragon lower halves for some reason. This one isn't their best level. Shortcut. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring it just up to 15. This place sucks. Get used to the scenery. We might see it for a while. That was easy. Nice try. Nice try, too. These things always reminded me of Pikmin. It's their big, goofy eyes, and the way they make little do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Chaos Whip. This is probably the toughest of the Titanite demons. What sucks though is that thing respawns, so we can only do this once. No, I mean we can keep fighting it, but I don't want to. Is more what I was getting at. So there, you made it.
Was it all a lie? Have I done this all for nothing? Oh, my dear son. What now? What should I do? My son. My dear, dear son. Was it all a lie? Oh, my dear son, my son. My dear.
So the thing about this is one of two options. Is if we had that shortcut, we killed specifically the one little flea that would have caused him to gone mad, and we would have to put him down. But here now he is safe, but still sad that he did not get to find his own son. And there's nothing much else we can do, so just gotta let him be. As I kick over Crystal Lizard. Oh, that hurt. Boo 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 boo. Hey, Sigmar. Your daughter's looking for you.
Oh, excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. Must be the warmth. Well, what's on your mind? No, don't tell me. Those monsters making life difficult for you? You need not be ashamed. We're all in the same boat, you know. I really have run up quite a debt to you. Perhaps the time has come. Friend, I have an idea. A good one, really. I will rush those dire fiends, and you can slip away in the confusion. Please, friend, I owe you much more than this. By the honor of the Knights of Katarina, allow me to assist you. And now, I go. Don't be slow.
The dialogue kept me from actually healing.
Why, you? Didn't you get away? Well, you've saved me once again. Dear me, what can I say? I have failed you.
Ah, damn it. I messed up. So, here's the thing. If you don't defeat those enemies at a certain point, Sigmar will succumb to his wounds and die. Damn it, I messed up. I was hoping he would give me a second to like, are you sure? Are you ready? Because I was going to put on the rusted ring. That's why, like, I tend to shoot the monsters before. But now... Yeah, if he reaches a certain threshold under health, he succumbs to the poison and dies. But if you manage to beat them much quicker, then he will live and then go hollow in the Ashen Lake. That's the second time I've now screwed up wanting to do that quest for a stream, so next time we'll try again. The first time I screwed up, I accidentally threw a chaos fireball, causing lava to come all over, to blast all over one of the branches, because it clipped and the lava hit Sigmar and he became aggroed at me. And it's like, God damn it! Can't do anything right. Everything I love dies in this game. So, yeah. I always try to see if there is a way to get out of here, or do I have to use... I think I have to Homeward Bone. Before we go face off against the... Oh, see, look at that. It comes back right up. I'm ready to use this platform. That's nice. Before we fight the Vet of Chaos, I want to check one more time with Quaelian. Quaelana. Whatever her name is.
It has been some time. Truth be told, I thought you had perished. I have a favor to ask. My mother, the Witch of Izalith, was one of the primeval lords. Her power came from the soul that she found near the first flame. She focused this power to light a flame of her own, but she failed to control it. The flame of chaos engulfed Mother and my sisters and molded them into deformed creatures. Only I escaped. And now I am here. But my mother and sisters have been in anguish since. I beseech you, free Mother and my sisters from the flame of chaos. I cannot do it myself. I lack the strength and the bravery. But you, I realize what I am asking. But please, free their poor souls. Mother's ambitions were misguided, no doubt. But surely 1,000 years of atonement is enough. I have a faith. My mother, I can't. But you, mother. Now go. Whatever.
Now go.
Do not crack and go hollow, lest my times.
All right. Damn it, I gotta go all the way back through the Daughter of Chaos. Oh, also, this wasn't here before, but now we got the helm, armor, gauntlets, and leggings of thorns from our friend Kirk. Aha, Hulk. Sadly, you killed him. I mean, we got through it pretty early. I forgot how quick, if you know where you're going through the Tomb of the Giants. Also, this weapon is actually really broken. I love that sound. My feet's cooking. I'm sorry, Hulk. Also, welcome, Amuni. Or Muni. Or Money. Whatever it was. Welcome to the stream. We are finishing up with Lost Izalith. And most likely starting the DLC tonight. Also, wait, why do you get to say killed, but Elena doesn't? What the heck? What a great time to join. I don't know why I'm going up. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, so we were sadly unable to help Sigmire before succumbing to his wounds because I was a little too slow and forgot to put the rusted ring on to move faster through the mud, which is why I usually tend to just shoot them with arrows first before dropping down. So we failed that quest, but we did save Solaire from the sun bug, so now he's only kind of sad, but not crazy. Oop. I got stuck. Damn it, geometry. At least Sunbro is still around, yeah. This isn't actually the first time I've messed up that quest. I've messed it up a funnier way by accidentally throwing a Chaos Fireball. I forgot that there was an AoE with lava, and it landed right on top of him, and I accidentally aggroed him. I was like, no, Sigmire, it was an accident. Only kind of sad, only kind of crazy, just like me. Too real. Which is why, lesson learned, just shoot them with bows. So you don't have to worry about that. Alright, now for just the worst. Alright, I'm blinking like I'm looking as if I need to get anything else. So we're gonna... There's a little strategy I've learned that makes this fight sort of easier, but not 100% easier. Bed of Chaos. Oop. Alright, there's one. I can't see this, but your icon looks like Princess Mononoke combined with Kiki the Witch. Well, if I just look over... And that is actually Princess Mononoke. She's wearing her mask on top of her head, so you're right on the spot right there. I love Princess Mononoke, so good. Alright, that looks real scary and ominous. And then we're just gonna do that. And we're going to skip over that because I don't have a subscription. And now we're at the start. Oh. Okay. That did a lot of damage. Yep. Okay, well. You see what the tech is, just to reset the area so you don't have to run all the way around. But it doesn't matter because then you get pushed off anyway. Only ever seen the one picture of Mononoke from the poster of looking mad with her face covered in blood. Yeah. Yeah, that's a specific scene where she's trying to mend a wound of one of her wolves. It's a really good movie. I would recommend it. Almost certain a good, not like Berserk is like one of the bigger influences for the Soul series, but I definitely think Princess Mononoke shows some influence here and there, especially Sekiro with the lepers, because there's a lot of gunsmiths in Sekiro. They're not gunsmiths, but a lot of the gunners in that game that have similar bandaging, like the lepers in Princess Mononoke. Really good movie. I keep getting recommended a video saying that women in Ghibli movies are more real than women in Disney movies. I mean, I can understand that sentiment. I would argue, yeah, there's a bit more fleshed out nuance to your average Ghibli movie compared to a Disney movie. But, I don't know, they're two very different camps as well. Argo, funny you mentioned that. I have a cosplay build of Mononoke, Dagger, and Wolf summons only. Nice, nice. A thumbnail specifically compared Mononoke to the girl in Wish, which no one saw. No, I mean, okay, if we're gonna listen, all right, if we're gonna go with comparing Ghibli to Wish, the entire category of Ghibli clears Wish. Oh my god. It's the fact that it's also... Okay, the twigs doing damage. That... we're gonna be here for a while. Oh, cosplay build is in Elden Ring. Sorry, you're good. No, I figured once you said wolf summons, my brain filled in the gaps there. You're good. That's a pretty solid cosplay. I can see in that. I tend to try to play Fashion Souls with my favorite outfits, but I've seen some people come up with pretty clever ideas into the Soul series. I saw one guy go extra crazy with it in a compilation of like best fashion in there. I think he made Darth Vader by having to like completely scrunch up the I think it was Dark Souls 3, the Ashen one. He had to scrunch up his face to look just like the Darth Vader mask. I've been trying to get someone to Ashitaka and co-op run the whole game with me. I wish you the best with that one. I remember before we learned what Torrent's name was, a lot of people like Vadi Vidya would make videos describing Torrent as Yakul from Mononoke, so I can definitely also see how that would fit perfectly as well. Vader sounds scary. And samurai class would fit Ashitaka perfect, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah. I was favorite Ghibli movie is Castle in the Sky. Laputa, I think mine is Whisper of the Heart. Yeah, Castle in the Sky. I really like Castle in the Sky. Encanto? I like Encanto. Oh my god. Oh, actually, you know, I think you could argue Encanto, like the nuances of the Mirabelle and her family could match up with a couple of the Ghibli films. You know, I'm appreciating this conversation now because if I was just here in silence, I would probably start losing my mind trying to fight this thing. I said earlier that Corey J. Beck hates the girl from Encanto, no idea why. I mean, Corey's also, like... When it comes to certain things, I think Corey, like, anything that's sort of, like, if you don't like it, it's Corey's, like, very much in the camp of, like, either liking it or absolutely hating it. So, like, any minute annoyance he could find in that movie, it probably bothers him to this day. So I tend to not take certain opinions at heart from Corey when it comes to certain media. Ow. I was just talking to my dad about how we had two Disney movies. Well, one was technically a Pixar. We got two Disney movies where, like, the main, I don't want to say antagonist for Encanto, but Bruno, where you get two meme moments where it's like, Silencio Bruno, and then we don't talk about Bruno, DMCA'd. We don't talk about DMCA. Anyway, what's everyone's thoughts on Spirited Away? I love Spirited Away. It's really, really good. I like the water spirit scene. No Face being a big scary blob was really cool. Oh my god. Oh god. My goodness. The game set me up with that one. I think I found my peoples. Yeah, we're chill around here. I tend to, if people just want to vibe, talk about stuff, that's all good. Doesn't necessarily have to be about what the game is. Keeps conversation going. Everyone just be cool, keep a vibe. No need to be rude about anything like that, you know? Unless you're somebody who comes in trying to, you know, cause trouble, it's like, whatever. But chaos is nettled. Its feathers are ruffled. Exactly. Like, it just... I also think if this was a boss in Elden Ring, it would go from an F to a C, because A, you would have a Stake of America, most likely, or the run back would be much shorter, and B, the ability to jump. Like, this would have been, like, not maybe the best boss in the game, at the very least a C, when it comes to solving the issues, but my god, this is not a boss I look forward to playing. And a jump, yeah, exactly. Hell, maybe if it wasn't in, like, a mainline dungeon, adding Torn could make it a lot more interesting as well. Well, it's not necessarily that big to need him, but, you know, the idea is there. Silently rolling down as I break twigs on my face. Okay, let's try this again. It's the fact that the little twigs at the end have a hitbox as well. Sightseeing, oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the fact that I'm trying to time also when she throws her hand out. It's not being the most reliant. Okay, we're good. Oh, okay, no, I forgot. She could just move her hand all the way back here as well. Okay. Like, you look at this thing. This could have been such a cool boss. Alright. Now we leave again. Go through this menu a second time. Why is she so mad, bro? Exactly. Alright. This is now the real challenge. Oh, excuse me. Fun fact, that's not the floor just having a little particle effect. She was just casting chaos magic. Okay, go. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. It's the fact that she didn't just swipe me into the hole. She brought me all the way around into it. Oh my goodness. My neighbor is right next to a little cattle ranch. The donkeys are for security. Neat. I think the real miracle is so far I've been able to get my souls without losing them. Get out of here. Farmers use donkeys to scare natural predators away. They just say hee-haw really loud and scare the mean animals away. I mean, yeah, if I was some silly animal and I heard just hee-haw, hee-haw, I'd be like, oh, I'm shooketh. Okay. Ow. That hurt. I don't know why I rolled into that. Oh my god. My sprint button wasn't working. Go. See, you don't have to jump. You could just roll down. Alright, we're through. We're through. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look. Look, this is the Witch of Izalith now. She's nothing but a gross bug. Oh my god. You think you're funny? Get out of here. That was Sir Sigmire. Kinda just wanted to see if there was like... No, it's just the bottom half. I always thought that the bed of chaos itself would just slump over dead. I meant to ask, you were Quailana? You were at Quailana earlier, right? Yes, I was. I managed to talk to her and got her to say like, oh, help my mother and my poor sisters, put them out of their misery. I'm like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna try to get one quest done successfully tonight. Alright, we're just gonna put some in there. Let me, before I keep moving, let me just see what I've missed so far, because now there's a bit of a competition going on. Also, it's Sonic as well as we know. Spirit away, I think it's my favorite. So Erica's Force complaining that he couldn't jump and roll off in the answers. Pixar made a better CGI Ghibli movie. It's called Luca. I haven't seen Luca fully through, but I really like the art direction from what I saw. Also, we will be dealing with the Fair Maiden in a little bit, because I need one more Firekeeper soul to improve my Estus. Actually, wait, why don't I just do that now? She did say to put her sisters out of pain, so, you know, and if there's anyone that's in pain, it's the one that's slowly dying. I just want to put a little bit more emphasis on it because I started with the old witch ring, which I didn't realize was one of the gifts you can get. Plus, it'd be less annoying than just traveling back here.
Oh, my dear sister, don't mind me. It does not hurt terribly. Wayla, please, sister, do not cry. I am happy, really. I have you, don't I?
They really got the best woman to do just the most... just in pain, hopelessly in pain, but also just like sounding like a pure soul for this. Really just make it really depressing. Ma'am, stop my feels. Exactly. Goodbye, fair lady.
Why, hey, you monster! The fair lady! What have you done? What have you done?
I always question this. They lay eggs into the back of these guys, but they come out as grubs instead of baby spiders. Well, anyway, I just realized the music stops here also. I never realized that. Bro, I was not ready. I'm sorry. Oh, if you're not ready for that, wait till we get through the DLC. At least it wasn't Carla. I'm trying to remember which one was Carla. Did not mean it to go up the butt like that. Wait, did that not kill him? How does a maxed out Great Scythe not one-shot him like that? It's weird. I think she's Zuli and Alva's daughter, but I can't find enough evidence to connect that. Right. I like forget those characters. I only associate Zuli now with Zuli the Witch, the YouTuber who breaks down certain characters and stuff like that, with like data and model looking and stuff like that. She's really good at what she does. It's also a great tool to use for reference if you get a good close look whenever I draw.
Outstanding. You have done very well. Thank you. I am blessed to have met you. I suppose I can call you fool no longer. I can hardly thank you enough. Please take this. It is all of me.
Thank you for wiping out my entire family.
Thank you. I am blessed to have met you. I suppose I can call you fool. Thank you. Now go.
Now go.
Dare let yourself go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
Have you seen the video on how she got Zuli the Witch as a name? Yes, I believe it was from a competition where they're trying to cosplay as the characters from Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 2 as well, I should specify as well. I don't know if it was on a forum or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. Alright, okay, so we have Seath, we have Nito, and now we have Witch Idolus' Soul. Which, let me do a quick reading here. Yeah, see, they're called Lord Souls here, but bequeathed Lord Sword's Shard for Seath. It throws me off, it bothers me. Anyway. Soul of the Bed of Chaos and the Mother of all Demons. This Lord's Soul was found at the dawn of the Age of Fire. The Witch of Izalith attempted to duplicate the first flame from a soul, but instead created a distorted being of chaos and fire. Its power formed a bed of life, which would become the source of all demons, and is more than enough to satiate the Lord Vessel. It's quite amazing in my opinion. Yeah. It's funny how certain things like that, like, fun fact, I took the name Argo, like TheArgoNinja, was originally going to be like a comic, like an old web comic. I had started when I was around like 15 or so, and the character you see was originally going to be like the main character, and it was going to be super serious, but it was like also really weird to the point where, like, if I were to revive that one, it would have to be like a Kamen Rider or like a Power Rangers kind of thing, because it was like these kids who would have like, you know, abilities to transform into like certain outfits, but then you also have this Iron Man, Green Lantern dude, and then this one guy that's basically a Spartan from Halo. It was very, very weird. And then their main bad guy was just like a guy in a mask, in a black mask with a crown called the Dark Skull. Didn't look like a skull at all, but I took Argonian from Oblivion because I really liked that they were cool, like lizard people. So like I took like the suffix or the prefix from that from Oblivion as my idea for my name, and now I'm constantly associated with the starch, a nice tea, and the Ben Affleck movie at this point. Oh, and also Adjudicator in Dark Souls 3 DLC. All right. now we've gotten 3 of the 4 Lord Souls. We hold off New Londo until after the DLC. So now we're gonna start going towards the DLC. I don't think I'm gonna go through a lot of it tonight. What time is it? We could probably go through. Yeah, we can get to Artorias and then call it. Oh, yeah, Argo, the Adjudicator. Exactly. Oh, and also the boat in Greek mythology. It's just the Argo and the Argonauts. He is a ninja, he chop. I don't want to sing that in the same way the lady did. Is like, ugh, that one's not. That one is not a good attempt to sing that. Alright. Also, I came here earlier to fight the Black Knight that was here, just so I could get another Titanite chunk, but it was sadly a blue Titanite chunk, so it was worthless to me. So I went down and just farmed the Dark Wraiths until one of them dropped them. And it didn't take long because one of them dropped, like the second one I fought down there, dropped one right away. Ow. Oh hey, I didn't know that the water hurt the golems too. That's useful. Ow. Speaking of Greek mythology. So if I may, I'd like to point out why I think Carla is their descendant. Alva... Oh, take your time. It might be a minute for me to respond as I'm getting shot at by water gun. Is their descendant. Alva invades near a dungeon, and he is outside her cell as well. And she was outcast and kind of hated like Zuli. You know, now you put 2 and 2 together, because despite, I think Dark Souls 3, I would say, is probably my favorite of the trilogy, I kind of sometimes forget certain characters' names. So now you reminded me that Carla is the witch that helps you learn tome stuff that the other 2 won't teach you. It definitely makes sense that there'd be some connection between Alva and Carla in that regard then. Okay, there's an invisible wall there. I missed. Did that count as a hit? Almost took me into the water. Whoa. Witches' hats are practically the same. That too, yeah. Sight does wonders here over a broadsword. Yeah. I wanted to test it out because I heard it was pretty good, and it's been pretty damn good. Not just like the bleed proc, but... damn it, we gotta reset the area. Hang on. Gotta go through this again. And then we go in here, and then I have to cut out because I don't have subscription. There he is. They're inch 2 for the Hydra. Yeah. Hello.
So, it is thou who rescued me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulasil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long, so, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulasil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Okay.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond word. Then I shout, engrave my signature. Thou art in need. Pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Okay, bye, Dusk. Not a fan of, Dusk Mooney. I've always felt that this isn't the real Dusk. Maybe. Forgot I didn't sit down. Anyway, we gotta go back, up here. Oh yeah, we also, broke the illusion, so everything is all sad and cold, and it's really funny how... Why am I going so slow? Okay, well, that's a bad sign. The, going left on my stick seems to, make me slow down. Going at this angle... Alright, well, that's worrisome. Anyway, I was going to say, it is funny how, thinking about how, there's no sun anymore, and everything's all dark and cold, and it would be foreshadowing of what's to come in Dark Souls 3. But then they kind of forgot to make the other side of the Duke's Archives dark and cold as well. I came across an 11-hour video of just Dark Souls 1 lore. Yeah, there's a lot. 11 hours though, my god. You know, sad to say, I really liked Armored Core 6, right? And I wanted to watch Vadi make lore videos about it, but he made one big 5-hour video of it. I'm like, fuck. Broken pendant. Nope. Am I? What are you doing here? Didn't even see you. Follow me. Alright. Body 5 hours is crazy. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things I'm like, I want to watch it. Because I really liked Armored Core. As someone who's only played the Souls games, trying to get into their other flagship series like Armored Core, I really wanted to try it, and it's awesome. I just gotta sit down and just pick at it like 1 hour or so often. Excuse me. Stop in here real quick. Thank you. Like, why is the crystal golem here with the pendant and that Manus owned? Like, I've had many questions for years pertaining to Dusk Menace. I missed Armored Core. That's the same thing. It's like definitely one of those like, why would you need this pendant to go back there? It must imply something with the archives or whatever. I'm not sure, really.
Ah, oh, you. Have you seen Milady? Oh, blast, where might she be? And would she be safe? Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I lose my...
So weird that you can't talk to him about, or like have the option to talk to him. This bob cut, dude. Yeah, one time during stream, when Raya, or Lady Rhea, eventually hollows, he like becomes oh wait, nope, speak of the devil. Well, why does she have 7 humanities and the pendant? Well, I guess if I don't talk to her before going to the other places, she just disappears. Because there was she's another character that if you buy all her spells, she goes hollow and ends up in the archives. But I didn't want to spend more money on stuff for a joke. So, yeah, apparently if you don't talk to her in between saving her from the catacombs and when you find her, she turns into 7 humanities and a pendant.
Are you sure? Then, milady, what terrifying news. What am I to do? All because of my shortcomings. It is my fault. Oh, oh, oh.
So, as I was saying, when I was playing this, I streamed this on Twitch a couple years back, and when I went to try to go talk to him, I didn't realize there was a message underneath my feet. So after he sobbed, the message just popped up, fatty. And I'm just like, well, that just ruined the mood.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? I'm distracted by grief. Pay me no mind.
Hey, that's 7 humanities you didn't have. Exactly. But yeah, it's one of those things like, well, that's a mood killer. Anyway, here's this bastard.
Oh, we meet again. How many of you are there? You've come at the perfect time. I'm done with the looting. I'm a humble merchant now, and wondrous treasures have I, at a special price for you. There you are. Have a nice look at them. Oh, relax. No more funny business out of me, my friend.
The fact that this guy has made it across the Soulsborne verse in 5 out of 7 of them. It's like, ooh, you. Prostration. It's always a funny word. Yeah, so he sells those. And yeah, how did he get hands on humanities? That's what I want to know. For someone who doesn't like clerics, he sure does have a lot of stuff involving clerics. Oh yeah, you can get the giant's dad mask here.
Yeah, have you met that sunbathing Solaire? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's a complete idiot. But he happens to be an awfully strong idiot. So just nod your head and keep him on your side.
He's a kill on sight NPC for you. Yeah, that's fair. I tend to like how much of a bastard he is, so I keep him around.
Wait, have you met Petrus? That self-proclaimed cleric? Believe me on this one, bruv. The man is scum. Don't you be fooled by his claims to do good. They're all the same, those rotten clerics. Boy, have you met Lautrec the Embraced? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's completely mad. He wouldn't think twice about cutting somebody down. So watch out for him. Especially if you've humanity to spare.
Believe me on this one, bruv. All these NPCs you've already met that are already grieving and dead. Don't trust them.
I'm done with the looting. And wondrous treasures have I.
Especially the one that has the same voice actor as me.
What? Nothing appeals to you? Well, you must have poor taste.
Alright, I just wanted to get that out of the way. It's one of those things where it's like, they really expected you to just go down into the Tomb of Giants as early as possible. Because that, like, it shows you the little tidbits he shares is like, well, too little too late on that one. I've been holding a grudge with Patches ever since he turned the bridge on me during my first playthrough. You know, that's fair. I do love the I do love the option, the extra dialogue if you if you kill the giant before the bridge goes down, he's like, wait, where's the giant? Oh, damn you, you've ruined all the fun, you little wanker. It's like, ha, I bested the besterer. I am the master bester. Weird phrasing, I know. I will say, it was funny how Patches started out as just a random Armored Core NPC fight, and then just became a namesake in this series. I was kind of hoping he would show up as like a full circle moment in Armored Core 6. Pretty sure he doesn't, though. I'm almost certain. Though I remember the pilot for the patch, Armored Core, Patrick Seitz, I believe, because I watched the boss fight. Pretty sure it was him in that one. He voices Wallace. Is it Wallace? I think. Your handler in Armored Core 6. He also voiced the original pilot who ran that Armored Core, which I thought was a neat touch. Him and Moonlight Greatsword both. Exactly. There it is. The heck is that thing over here? Actually, you know what? To give you a little context, Emoni, I like to read certain items just to add a bit more context for certain things. So, broken pendant. Half of a broken stone pendant that the vine appears to originate from Ulasil. Powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. How are you supposed to figure out that there's just a pucker over here you're supposed to find afterwards, though, is beyond me. Yeah, I tend to read, like, souls, their weapons they get, and sometimes their armor sets, just for the hell of it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then he died, the end. Makes me feel the only reason why you go to Ulasil is because you hold the pendant. Yeah, pretty much. Because there's another pendant you can find in the township itself that has a similar design. Like the character itself is irrelevant. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Ow. I was trying to lock on, but he was too far away. Alright, I need you to calm down. He's just random running in the air. Damn it. Depth perception, you're not helping me right now. So, hello, tried to jump in when the stream started, but was unable. I'll stick around for as long as I can tonight. Welcome, Silkair. Just in time. Oh my god, this thing is broken. Ow. Fighting Sanctuary Garden, are we? Yes, we are. And we just beat him one fell swoop. Oh, here it is. I was also snooping as usual, as you can see. Snooping just around as usual, I see. Alright. Yeah, so far we have 3 out of the 4 souls. We just are taking detour to the DLC because I like the extra context we get from a later fight. Anyway, Guardian Soul. Soul of the White-Winged Lion Sanctuary Watchkeeper. Okay, you just completely missed the Guardian part there. Who dreaded the spread of the Abyss. The Guardian exhibit traits of several animals other than lions, suggesting that it is no ordinary beast, but rather closer to the beings known as demons. Noted. I'll have to do it with... Okay, super serial question. Oh. It'll have to do with Dark Souls 1 and 3. I think you, me, and Silkair here are the major Souls fan. Shark here is a avid watcher of mine, so... But it's still fine. He can join in if he wants. You have 0 last night, and now you're almost done. Exactly. I think I should hold off on using more souls. Just to see how much I need. That's not going to be enough. Alright, anyway, let's look at this funny mushroom.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness, but Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior? Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary, something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Urasil.
Lucille. And also gold pine. But only 5.
Thou shalt see further on, an abyss was begat of the ancient beasts, and threatens to swallow the whole of Urasil. Knight Artorius came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet. Thou shalt see further on, an abyss was begat of the ancient beasts, and threatens to swallow the whole of Urasil. Knight Artorius came to stop this. Without doubt, indeed, still.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything there.
May the flames guide thee.
And let me just kindle. Yeah, Artorias, I would say, is my favorite boss of Dark Souls 1. I think I've had this as, when it comes to characters I wanted, like my major pipe dream of a character in Smash Brothers, I was saying Artorias at the top of my list. Just because I think he could be an interesting character to have, despite the fact his moveset would pretty much just be Ike's. But, you know, it could happen. At this point, I think a FromSoft rep is long overdue. And with the popularity of Elden Ring, I could see, if they make like another Smash Brothers, I could see the tarnish getting in at that point. I was devastated super badly from the last reveal, because you don't use a flickering flame in the darkness of the abyss to show off Sora from Kingdom Hearts. You just don't do that, Nintendo. I was really devastated. I was like, come on, god damn it. That would actually get me to play that game. I love Smash Brothers. Ooh, nice. I am just overpowered a little bit if I'm just one-tapping everything. What about these guys? Okay, well, nope. Never mind. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Get away. Ow. Never been a fan, to be honest. I never had the opportunity to play it with big groups, though. That's fair. My friends and I in college played a lot of Smash Ultimate, or not Smash Ultimate, Smash 4. And Ultimate is when like I started to like really lock in. I'm a Wolf main. Ow. Remember that I did play, I enjoyed Samus and Joker. That's fair. I like how they really use Joker's, like, his ultimate is like the team finisher or whatever, from what I recall. I never played Persona 5, but I've seen, like, moments in it. But it's very clear that that finisher is supposed to be like a blood gush, because even you can hear it in the audio. But it's all just like cute twinkly particles. It's okay, they didn't die too badly. It's always funny to me. I think he was technically the last... I've heard... I don't know how much accurate this is, but I think Joker was the last M-rated character Nintendo allowed in Smash Brothers, so... Sadly, it would be a bit of an uphill battle for a FromSoft rep to be in it, just because, you know, everything except Dark Souls 2 apparently wasn't M-rated, it was T-rated. Would be an uphill battle in that regard. Your side is so good. I haven't played it. I haven't played a Persona game. I do like the theme. I have been, in regards to RPGs, I have been playing, I got Mario and Luigi Brothership for Christmas, and it's been a really fun time. It's a little, I don't want to say slow at the start, but you're definitely slowly but surely, it takes a bit. Oh my goodness, look at that scary dragon. Hello. Goodbye. I think that's a sign Calamite is of higher intelligence than your average dragon. The way it just stared. Oh, come on. Oh, hello. Ow. But yeah, no, I've been enjoying Brothership. The one thing I got stuck on the last few days, though, has been this minigame where you're supposed to keep a ball in the air with rhythm, right? You have to get to 100 hits, though, and the problem is, every like 10 hits or so, it slowly speeds up, and once you get to the 70 and 80 mark, it gets really, really fast, and there are times where frames drop on the Switch, and I've like lost my mind trying to get to that. I looked up afterwards. It's like you get like an item. I think you can just get somewhere else. It's not like a super crucial item, or like you didn't find the final boss because you didn't do this minigame or whatever. So it's like whatever. But it's one of those things where I'm just like, I wasted like an hour on that thing. I think I got the more important item that gave you a permanent buff to certain stats of your choosing. So in the end, didn't even matter. Elizabeth's mushrooms. I do like how they just have scarecrows taking care of the garden. Whoa, almost fell into the abyss. Forgot to pick up this item over here. I do like the use of the sound of like thunder to really lean in on the whole void aspect of the abyss. Why they didn't make a history book about Lordran is beyond me. Exactly. Must be lost to the annals of history, just like the firstborn of Gwyn. Until later. Ooh, a gold coin. Ow. A Hyrule Historia, but for Dark Souls? That would be cool. I did get both volumes of the Elden Ring art books, and they're really, really cool to look at, especially like seeing the concept for certain areas. I was kind of hoping they'd have like little notes to explain their process a bit more, but like a historia of certain aspects. I want to read whatever George R. R. Martin wrote about the Elden Ring world. Because apparently his whole plot was like, oh, I came up with the concept of the world and the pantheon, and Miyazaki was like, okay, but what if we just made Godric have 100 limbs and he stapled a dragon to himself? And it's like, what? Why would you do that? Not that certain concepts like that would be alien to... Oh god, I'm just in time. Not that certain concepts like that would be alien completely to George, writing-wise, but I love the idea of him like having a different idea for a certain character, and then you seeing the FromSoft effect on him. But yeah, I would love to read some form of like, be it like notes or something else. I would love to read the process for Elden Ring's world before everything went to shit. Would be cool. Also, speaking of worlds and theories and random candlesticks here.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us.
More on Chester when? I have no idea. Chester just kind of shows up, gets a little snarky at you, then tries to invade and kill you, and then gives you attitude for it. It's like, how dare you defend yourself against my invasion? It's like, you did that to me.
Did you happen across Knight Artorias? The legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me. So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business.
He's technically not in Bloodborne, but you can get the top hat, and this basically is like the hunter attire, so you can technically dress like him, though you're probably going to have to make your face look like the smiling mask he's wearing.
I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
I don't know you, though.
Oh.
Chester, this ain't Bloodborne. Don't work that way.
So long.
Still care. Won't be the... damn it. My bad. Especially since that Bloodborne is a painted world and Manus pulled him from it. Yeah, the theory goes that the connected theory is it starts with Demon Souls, where the Great One disappears and causes a great fog, and that's where Dark Souls comes in, where like the flame was burst because the Great One is so abundant of souls, and then later the fire will fade, and then everyone reigns into a painted world of the painter from the DLC in Dark Souls 3, which then becomes Bloodborne. It's like a whole there's that whole aspect to it, which, you know, is a pretty neat theory. And now with Elden Ring Night Rain, though it's not canon, as they've said, more of like an alternate reality, now that we're seeing bosses from past games showing up in that, not just as, you know, reskin context stuff like the Erdtree Avatar or Omen Killers, it's now leading back to that connected theory. And then here's Sekiro in actual real-time feudal Japan with some magical elements here and there. I remember thinking to myself, like, oh, why didn't they just turn Ashina into, like, a fantasy feudal land? And then I looked it up, and Ashina was one of the major states in the Sengoku era. I was like, oh, I'm dumb. Bro, the Elden Ring that was shattered was the Lord Vessel. Could be. Also, I don't need this anymore. I don't know why I'm still wearing that, so let's just put this phone back on, because we're about to face a strong boy, though I might not have to worry about that too much.
Thank goodness thou art safe. What is thy wish? I offer thee my all.
Yeah, that much I know. In the basement of that one house, there's just like a little bit of Lord Vessel just poking out of the ground.
Thou art from a time far, far ahead. There are many things I wish to ask, but I know that I must not. The perils of our time are overwhelming enough. Was thine eye glancing hither? Thou needst not hide thy wonder. I am a mushroom, after all.
I just wanted her to say, like, don't worry, I know I'm a silly mushroom.
May the flames guide thee.
Okay. Alright, so, let me see, what time is it? Yep. Sorry, just caught my controller. Alright, it's about 11:30. So, I figured let's just end with the Artorias fight, and then next week we'll wrap things up, because then afterwards we just have the DLC, Darkroot Forest proper, New Londo, and then the end. Things betwixt, things between, and lands between. Exactly. Though, I think what's funny is things betwixt, you can take that into different consideration, that like 3 areas of Dark Souls 2 physically clash with each other. It's so fascinating how that managed to happen. It doesn't crash the game or anything like that. Before we do anything, how many knives do I have? That should be enough. I had to use my thinker for that one. He's so cool. Yeah. Nice. I threw that thinking he was gonna roll away again to level up. Or charge. Hang on. And we're done. I've gotten too good at this. It's one of those things where it's like, I want to make my own, like, videos where I rank certain bosses, but I can't do, like, easiest to hardest at this point because I know the game's systems and how to level up and prepare what to do. It's like, I can't make lists like that because I'm so used to everything. It's really hard to put a definitive, like, oh, this is the easiest, this is the hardest now. I can rank which one are my favorites, though. I want to do, like, tier list systems based off the Soul series, but I want to do that when I have, like, a stronger computer so I can actually record footage instead of just getting it from my PS4 like this. Sometimes when you encounter them, you'll be way higher level intended to. Exactly, and that's the thing also, because, again, I've figured out, like, alright, if I just put down this amount of levels in these, I don't need to worry about any of these other stats other than the main three being health, stamina, dexterity. It's pretty much just like a cakewalk at a certain point. Anyway, let me just read this. Soul of Artorias, sword of Lord Gwyn's knight Artorias, who was consumed by the Abyss. The legend that Artorias repelled the Abyss only told half the story. It seems that he was defeated and his honor preserved by some unsung hero. Who is the true victor over the Abyss? Good question. Perhaps we'll answer that next time, as it is now 11:30, and I figured this would be a good place to end. So, what is it, Friday? Is today Friday? I'm going crazy, hang on. Sometimes I don't remember dates too well. Okay, yeah, so Monday, the 6th, no current events happening that day, and we will get through the DLC on Monday. We'll go into Darkroot Garden, New Londo, and then wrap it all up with Fight in Gwyn. So next time will be the last stream of Dark Souls for now, and then we'll go into Dark Souls 2 Tuesday, should things all go right. Alright, so with all that said, that's going to be a stream. Thank you to everybody who stopped by to watch. I will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by, Silkair and Amoni. Great to see you again. Bye-bye.